The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. Pyongyang conducts a simulated nuclear strike on targets across South Korea. North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles in the sea on Wednesday during the tactical drill. They are simulated targets South Korea's major command centers and operational airfields. This comes a day after U.S. and Seoul wrapped up military drills, which Pyongyang sees as war preparations. Washington has since denounced the strike and called on the North to turn to dialogue instead.
This launch is in violation of multiple United Nations Security Council resolutions and possesses a threat to the DPRK's neighbors and international community. We remain committed to a diplomatic approach to the DPRK and call on DPRK to engage in dialogue.
Gabonese military leaders staged a coup on Wednesday, minutes after their president secured a new term. A group of senior Gabonese military officers appeared on national television in the early hours of August 30 and announced that they had taken power. The officers claimed that they represented all security and defense forces in the Central African nation. They also canceled the election results, closed all borders, and dissolved all government institutions. In a video, Gabon President Ali Bongo said he had been arrested and called on his supporters to make noise against the coup. Over in Nigeria, 67 people were arrested after police raided an alleged gay wedding. The tip-off about the ceremony came during a police interrogation of a male cross-dresser. Authorities even arrested as much as 200 suspects initially. It is unclear when the raid had taken place, but authorities said those arrested would face charges. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now World. I'm Diego Castro. Florida is left reeling after Hurricane Idalia lashed the U.S. state with destructive winds and torrential downpours. Streets and cars alike were submerged in floodwaters after the storm slammed into Florida. The storm hit Florida as a Category 3 hurricane, but weakened to Category 1 as it headed towards Georgia. Millions of residents had evacuated or hunkered down in anticipation of a dangerous surge of tidal water. Hundreds of thousands of households were also left without power. And while restoration efforts are underway, more households are seen to lose power.
So far, there have been 262,000 accounts that had lost power have been restored, and there are more than 250,000 accounts that are currently out of power and in need of restoration. Restoration efforts are ongoing. We do anticipate you could have that these power outage numbers could go higher, but the restoration numbers are going to go higher as well.
Over in Japan, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida eats seafood caught from the Fukushima prefecture. Kishida and other Japanese ministers were served with flounder, sea bass, and octopus sashimi. The move aims to support Fukushima after China banned all of Japan's seafood imports. This came after Japan started releasing treated radioactive water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant. It suffered triple meltdowns after being hit by a tsunami in 2011 in one of the world's worst nuclear plant disasters. Japan has maintained that tests of seawater near the power plant have not detected any radioactivity. A rare blue supermoon lights up skies in different parts of the world. It dazzled stargazers in India just a week after the country landed a spacecraft on the lunar surface. The supermoon also made a spectacular sight over the ancient temple of Poseidon in Greece. In Jerusalem City, it ascended over churches and other buildings, giving people a celestial treat. The supermoon is a phenomenon where the moon appears to be much bigger than usual. There won't be another one till 2037. And those are the top world headlines of the hour. Join us again at 9:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.